The Fairy Tale episode 2014's 5. And it's about, we see some recalling of some other, when they got the job and stuff, and when Flair came to save the girls. Oh yeah, it was episode 230 otherwise. She reveals she has a new tattoo on her that is not part of the guild. Flair is still being sexy and all, but apparently well, maybe not born, but she was raised by these giants. The tattoo she has now on her chest is actually the tattoo of this Sun Village. And she was saddened to see what happened to her family. The three Stooges say they have nothing to do with this, they just want to steal the flame, but that only makes her angrier, seeing that the flame is something very sacred. So the three girls team up in order to defeat them. At the beginning, well, first it seemed that like they had the advantage, and for some reason I almost felt like the animation was kind of sloppy here. But the music, oh man. But either way, it looks like they have the advantage, but then suddenly they get... it turns around like that. And the hammer, Lola captures Wendy with his hammer arm. The Cho guy Hiroshi cuts up. Was it Drake? No, Drake was a sniper. Well, and well, the sword guy ties up Flair's hair in a tree, seeing that it's a treasure hunter skill. And well, even though Lucy tries to have some vertigo, she cannot dig through the ground and is at the mercy of Drake the sniper. As Hiroshi shown a pretty misogyny side, saying that women should just stand there and shake their ass for us, and also cockily say they have no chance 10 years in defeat treasure hunters like them. Lucy just smiles. And although Vargo wanna shake her ass for them, Lucia says it's the 10th century before you can defeat wizards like this. With that, they turn the table. Wendy breaks through of the hammer arm thanks to her strengthening magic, and use flying wing of the sky dragon to fly up, to throw Lola. Flair's hair, even though all tied up, can still stretch and traps Hiroshi. While finally Loki, who was surprisingly summoned, finds Drake and just punches him away. With that, Flair finishes Hiroshi off with a hair shower, and Vargo and Lucy does a comedic Vargo and Lucy kick that sends the three Stooges, Sylph Labyrinth, up in the air. Later on, Flair reveals she knew nothing of the outside world, and she was only seen these giants as a family, so she only joined the Raven Tail because she thought that was a good look like. No wonder she was a little bit cruel. She had to be. As she begins to get teary-eyed about the family, Ersa is still struggling against Minerva, who is enjoying this. But Grey, who is lost, finds Doriate, who turns Grey also into a kid. However, unlike the other, he gets a flashback on his childhood, having a mental breakdown. But Doriate don't care about that. It just grabs child Grey and prepares to eat him. As Grey recalls all the horrible memory, he hears a familiar voice saying that Deliora is gone. You have to believe in yourself, your comrades need your help. Revealing its Ultir. With that, Grey managed to stun, does some chili on Doriate's arm that managed to let him loose. With his resolve increased, Grey vows to defeat Doriate. Elsewhere, also Happy and Charlie are hiding from the very strange-looking one-eyed Cyclops bird. Well, one-eyed Cyclops is maybe the same thing, but you know what I mean. That's basically this episode. As I said before, the animation somehow looked a little bit more crappy this time, but it felt like they added new music, and that's good. Other than that, it was actually pretty sweet seeing the girls fight, and not just for that reason. It's always nice to see them kicking their ass out like that. Now the three Stooges are out of the picture. While funny, they will have only been a nuisance if any bit longer. And now maybe Gray will have a small chance to shine. Well, we'll see about that, because he wonders if good Doriata was the one who created this ice, and he says it's disgraceful. Gray does, so we'll defeat him how real ice does. Even in a small form, he can still do a badass boast. Well, technically, he's not a child, but you know. That's basically this episode. Give me your thoughts if you have any.